All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to talk about smart automation, and specifically two powerful technologies you've probably heard of but might get mixed up: robotic process automation, or RPA, and agent process automation, APA. Time to clear things up. So, let's start with a question for you. Are those repetitive, soul crushing tasks slowing everything down? I mean, if you've ever felt like you're just stuck in a loop of manual, rule based work, then you're already feeling the exact pain point these technologies are built to solve. Okay, here's our game plan for this explainer. We'll start with the big picture. What even is process automation? Then we'll get to know our two main characters, RPA and APA, put them head to head, and then see how this all comes together in the real world. Before we get into all the details, let's get on the same page. Process automation, at its core, is a really simple idea. It's just about using technology to do the tasks that humans used to do, freeing us up to focus on the more strategic, creative stuff. First up, RPA. I love this description for it, the digital doer. Think of this as the foundation, you know? It's the tireless digital worker built for all those predictable, repetitive, and kind of mind-numbing tasks. So what exactly is RPA? Well, the first thing you have to know is we are not talking about physical metal robots here. These are software robots. They basically live on a computer and mimic what a person would do on the screen: clicking, typing, copying, pasting, moving through apps just like you would, only way, way faster. And they never need a coffee break. So what makes RPA so effective? It really comes down to a few key strengths. First, it's strictly rule-based. It follows an if this, then that script to the letter, which means, no more human error. It's also non-invasive, which is a huge deal. It works right on top of your existing systems, so you don't need a massive IT overhaul. And that combo of precision and easy integration means you can scale it up like crazy. Need more work done? You just deploy more bots, 24/7. But what happens when a task isn't so black and white, when it needs a little judgment? Well, that's where agent process automation, or APA, comes into play. You can think of it as the next step in the evolution, the intelligent thinker that brings AI into the picture. So APA takes everything RPA does and it adds a brain. By bringing in artificial intelligence and machine learning, APA can go way beyond simple rules. It can handle complex processes, make decisions, and even learn from its experiences. It's designed to tackle messy, unstructured data. Think emails, PDFs, documents, the kind of stuff that would totally stump a basic RPA bot. Honestly, this simple phrase says it all. If you remember one thing from this explainer, let it be this: RPA is the hands, it does things. APA is the hands and the brain. It thinks, and then it does things. So, what can APA actually do with that brain? Instead of just following a rigid script, it uses AI to make actual decisions. It's adaptable, so if it runs into something new, it doesn't just crash. It can actually learn and adjust its approach. And that's what lets it automate entire complex workflows from start to finish, fusing simple execution with real cognitive smarts. Okay, so we've met the players. Now it's time for the main event, the showdown. Let's put RPA and APA right next to each other to make their differences crystal clear. When you lay it all out like this, it becomes pretty obvious. For simple, repetitive tasks using clean, structured data, RPA is your champion. It's rigid, it's reliable, and it's a lot faster to get up and running. But the second a task gets complex or involves messy, unpredictable data, you need APA's flexibility. It uses AI, which, is a more involved setup, but it's just so much more powerful. Theory is great and all, but let's see how this actually works. Imagine your goal is to download the most important news article from a website every single day. How would each of our technologies handle it? The RPA bot would follow its script perfectly. It would go to the site, find the right link, download every single article there, and then email all of them to you. So the task is done, but now the cognitive work, figuring out which article actually matters, that's left for you. Now, check out the APA approach. This is a total game changer. Here, different software agents work together as a team. One agent downloads the articles, but then another uses AI to analyze the content. It can understand what the articles are about, identify the single most relevant one, and send you an email with just that. It doesn't just do the task, it delivers a refined, valuable outcome. So here's the crucial point. This isn't really about choosing one over the other. The real power, the future, comes from combining the doer and the thinker. The future is this equation, right here. You use RPA for its flawless, fast execution of simple tasks, and you combine it with APA for its cognitive, decision-making power. When you put them together, you get what we call intelligent automation, or sometimes hyperautomation. So how does this combined approach actually look in the real world? For that, we can look at the methodology used by the Brazilian automation startup Arenque as a great practical case study. Their methodology really shows this evolution perfectly. They don't just jump straight to AI. First, they diagnose a business, using basic RPA to find bottlenecks and score quick wins on things like invoicing. Once that solid foundation is built, then they evolve the system by layering in APA's intelligent agents for the truly complex work. It becomes a smarter process that they continuously monitor and improve. And why does all this matter? Well, because this strategic, combined approach can lead to some seriously powerful business results. We're talking about a potential reduction in operational costs of up to 50%. That's a number that gets everyone's attention. And the benefits go way beyond the bottom line. You get maximum efficiency by letting RPA handle the grunt work and APA make the smart decisions. This combined approach also brings advanced security, and this is huge. It lets you scale your automation as your business grows without ever hitting a wall. So we'll end with this question for you to think about. We've seen the whole journey, from the simple doer to the intelligent thinker. The real question now is your business ready to evolve from just doing to thinking and doing? Because that's where the real transformation begins.